Hi guys, welcome to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This for Season 5, Episode 8, the mid-season finale. I kind of wonder how Rick even saw Officer Lanson, or Lawson, sorry, um, starting to run away. Did he just like look out the window and see him going by, or what? Because I really doubt that he heard it when he knocked out Sasha, but No, maybe he was close enough to actually hear it. I don't know, maybe he was up in one of the offices with the window open or something like that. Who knows? But um, anyways, when he was running away, yeah, you could tend to kind of tell that he is just not gonna mess around with people too much anymore. He gave him the chance to stop. He said, "This is your last chance to stop." Then he ran into him with the car. Um, I really don't understand how Lawson thought that they were going to take pity on him and help him survive, even when he broke his back when he got hit by the car. Because in that kind of world, you got to know that when something like that would happen to you, you would just die. Even if for some reason Rick took pity on him and actually used him to exchange for other prisoners, that kind of thing. You know, I kind of wonder if Dawn would actually kept him around, or she would just said, hey, this is just a waste of resources. He's not able to pull his own weight or anything like that. Because she definitely had no qualms about beating the crap out of people that she thought were worthless to her. So yeah, I don't know why he expected Rick to take pity on him or anything. And actually, in a way, Rick kind of did because when he was just lying there bleeding and stuff, Rick took out his pistol and shot him. Um, and I think that was a really pity thing for him to do, because there were walkers not too far away. He could have just leapt in there and saved the bullet, and they would have gone up to him, and just eaten him alive, kind of like poor Otis. But you know, who knows? But I did like the thing that Rick said at the very end. If you caught it, he was he was like, "Shut up." Right before I shot him, and or right after he shot him. I can't remember which one it was exactly. But I was thinking back to season two when the group first met Maggie. Um, she was riding up on this horse with a baseball bat, and Polo hit one of the walkers that was on the ground. Basically, he was trying to eat Andrea at the time. Um, and I just remember, like right before it went to commercial, the walker kind of woke up and was kind of groaning as it was waking up, and Gerald was just like, shut up, and he shot it with an arrow. So that's basically what that reminded me of. I kind of wonder how good of a cop Dawn was before all this started. Um, because she was like, yeah, I was the only one that killed that one guy to kind of take over, but I just kind of think, she was kind of a wimp. Um, she got everybody else to do her dirty work. Um, Beth basically got to kill a whole bunch of people that, under normal circumstances, she definitely would not have. She might not have liked them, but would not have killed them. Um, and I'm just amazed that when Dawn pulled out her gun on O'Donnell, um, they were doing their little thing where they were moving around each other. To me, I am just so surprised that she lowered her guard as much as she did, especially when O'Donnell got close enough to actually do something, and you could just tell on his face that he was could going to be doing something. Um, I do gotta say that I really like the way that they actually did the fight. Um, I thought it was choreographed pretty well, and the actual film shooting was also done really well. The actual fight itself, I just really didn't see like too much wasted movement or anything like a lot of grandiose moves that were supposedly supposed to be like really big for the camera, that kind of thing. I thought a lot of the stuff that they did actually made sense for that kind of fight. As for the shooting, I really liked it because it wasn't one of those ones where it was like they would show like tenth of a second one point and another tenth of a second the other point, that kind of thing. Whereas basically just a whole hodgepodge of blurred images where you really couldn't see anything. Uh, I, I guess like they kind of did that in the first Jason Bourne movie. I really didn't care for it. They did do a little better job with the sequels, but yeah, at least you could actually see what was going on. Uh, I do like the fact that Beth was the one that ended it by knocking O'Donnell down the elevator shaft. But two things that I noticed in the fight that I thought were pretty great were at the near end when Dawn actually got him off her. She hit him in the throat and he kind of choked. I don't know if that was like a temporary thing where it was like his windpipe just got blocked off for a second, or if it was an actual choke move. To me, that kind of reminded me of the original Matrix when Neo was fighting Agent Smith down in the subway station. Because I remember him doing that, and I just thought that was a really great move. I know sometimes when they show it on TV, they edit that part out, but the other thing that kind of caught my eye at the very end of the fight was when Dawn kicked the guy, and I don't know what it was, but when she did it, the first thing that popped into my mind was, okay, this is a Chun Li kick from Street Fighter. Well, okay, Street Fighter 2. I think that this was probably one of my favorite episodes of the series. I know, unfortunately, Beth died, but um, as for the show itself, I did like the fact that they really didn't go too overboard with some of the stuff like they have in the past. Um, it was more about them than during the zombie apocalypse, like zombie in quotation marks. I thought that they did a really good job with handling things pretty logically. A lot of the dialogue was really good. Um, so yeah, overall, this is probably one of my favorite episodes of the series so far. And I really didn't think that it'd be coming this late in the series. And right now there's no like definite end that they're working towards or anything because well, Washington's a bust. But I don't think that they handled the death of Beth thing exactly right. I think what they should have done is maybe had episode 7 as like an hour and a half and said that that was the season finale. Because to me, right where it should have ended off, um, I think that there was like 15 minutes left or something. So, um, the way that it was shot, of course, I don't think they could have, but um, I think what they should have done was end it where Beth stabbed Dawn. Dawn accidentally shot. Um, then she had that horrified look on her face where it was like, hey, I didn't mean to do that. And then Daryl would um raise his gun, and then everything would go black, and that would mean that people would kind of speculate. Okay, did things like just end there, or was there an actual gun battle? Did Beth actually survive because she was shot in the hospital, that kind of thing. So, um, and what I think they should have done is when they started up the second half of the season here, they should have had people just running through the hospital and stuff. And then with intermittent cuts of like the standoff and stuff, it would kind of make the viewer think that hey, maybe they are running away from the other people that are here in the hospital. Maybe they're in a gunfight. Maybe they're running because they're just trying to save Beth. Um, who knows? But of course, that's not the way that they actually did it. They just decided to kill her off in this episode, be done with it. I kind of wonder if that's more of a bean counters decision than like an actual like writer's decision. Like if they just didn't want to pay the actors and actresses for like 2 episodes, if they just wanted to do the residuals for one episode later on, that kind of thing. So, who knows? And also, I know this is kind of sad to say, but I'm starting to get kind of sick about this thing with Morgan. Um, Either show up or don't. Um, this whole thing where basically he's been moving as slow as possible, getting to the church and to the school and stuff. You know, I really don't understand why he's going so slow because Father shoot I was thinking Father Morgan, but uh yeah. Anyways, the Catholic priest when he was running away from the walkers that were actually stumbling out, he was hurt, so he was moving really slowly himself. So I don't understand why it's taken Morgan so long to get where he's going to, that kind of thing. And I don't understand why Michonne really wanted to break down the door and to get the priest back in. Because you know you would think, hey, if you're gonna screw up and just go outside on your own, then basically you're taking your own life into your own hands. Um, shouldn't have to risk herself, Carl, or Judith, just to save that one guy. Just let him go. Um, stay as quiet as possible. Maybe like put a couple of fingers like in Judith's mouth so that she won't make any noise, that kind of thing. And just let him go, that kind of thing. Um, but it also did raise a question in my mind. Okay, who really is more worthless? The priest or Eugene, Dr. Mullet? Um, you know, if you really had to make a choice between saving either one of those two, which one would you save? Or just say, screw it, and let both of them die. So, okay, as per speculation on the second half of the season, I know that Robert Kirkman on the Talking Dead last night, he said that there was supposed to be some pretty big changes coming up. He could have just been saying that because he was on live TV, that kind of thing, but um, I'll assume that there probably will be some pretty big changes. One of the changes that I'm wondering if is going to happen is I'm wondering if there's going to start to be a rift that forms between Maggie and Glenn. Um, like if Maggie starts blaming herself more for not actually going out looking for Beth, maybe if she would have done something, Beth would still be alive, that kind of thing. So, um, and in a way, I think she might start blaming Glenn because he is basically the person that is closest to her and stuff. So, you know, kind of trying to distance herself from getting hurt again because Beth has died and now Herschel died earlier, that kind of thing. So, not exactly sure which thing they're going to be doing, but I'm also wondering if now that there might be a rift that forms between Glenn and Maggie, if Abraham will kind of step into place and will take Glenn's place with her. Of course, that'll basically leave Rosita open for somebody to try moving on. Who knows? Maybe Rick will actually step up and try to take his place with Rosita. So, but then again, maybe Carl will actually try to make some moves on Rosita because well, he's a teenage guy now. So, um, and I think that probably what will happen is because the rift will be up between those two. I think Glenn will start going over more toward Tara, that kind of thing. So, um, again, these are just speculations about what's going to happen. So, I kind of hope that they actually decide to do something with Morgan. Because this thing about him just wandering around, it it doesn't do it for me at all. Get to the point where he's actually going to be doing something other than just walking around, that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I'm going to sign off for now. This is episode 15. You've been watching. Let's discuss The Walking Dead. This has been our season 5, episode 8, the mid-season finale. So, I will see you when the next half of the season starts up. Um, I think it's in February this year. Well, 2015. So, um, but anyways, take care.